Mortgage rates are on the rise. Are you curious how mortgage rates are affecting your purchase power? Hi, I'm Ryan Shields with Century21Westman.com, and Chris Turcotte from Centum Mortgage Choice is here today to illustrate exactly what these mortgage rate increases are going to do to us. So the rates are starting to climb a little bit. Definitely since this past summer, they're up a little bit. How much does that affect the average buyer?
Well, it really depends. I think the biggest thing to think about is, I think I've mentioned this in a past blog, but unfortunately it's so recent in our world right now. The 299 is gone. And now the problem is a lot of people that still haven't bought were pre-approved at 299. Those pre-approvals are slowly ending. Can you imagine the shock if you're suddenly looking at a 379, which most lenders are offering right now? It would have a dramatic impact on what you could afford.
So it's not necessarily just your increased payment, but it actually affects what you qualify for as well, correct?
Oh, absolutely. Because one of the most common things we always try to coach our clients to not focus on, the first thing we get when a client comes in is how much can I afford?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't really matter. You got to be comfortable with that monthly payment, right? And sometimes that's not at your max, but there are, for that buyer that wants to buy to their maximum affordability, it could dramatically change the amount of house that they're looking at when they actually get out on the market now.
So since the 299, they might have been able to afford a $300,000 house, say, just hypothetical numbers. But now with the increased mortgage rates and that, they might only qualify for like a 250, 275. Is that along the lines anyway?
You could be looking at a lot less house, absolutely. Obviously, the right thing to do is to sit down with a mortgage professional, run those numbers, make sure you're still comfortable. But to illustrate something, and I used numbers from actually September's numbers for Brandon. So the average home sale in Brandon was roughly about $241,000. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
If you were to illustrate, it's more important now to make sure that you're not getting too affected by the rate. If you look at the 379 versus maybe like say even a 355 that we offer at Centum Mortgage Choice, you're looking at roughly like a $3,000 savings. That's only about 0.2. So imagine if you were pre-approved at the 299, what kind of impact you'd be looking at the 379. It's $3,000 over 5 years on only 0.2. You could be looking at close to $7,000 or $8,000.
Yeah, so it's a big change, that's for sure. And I really like the point you made that the best thing to do is get in and talk to a mortgage specialist and really find out how this is affecting you. So if you guys have any questions about the rate increases and how much it affects your buying power, feel free to give Chris a call at Centum Mortgage Choice. And then if you have questions about what house that'll buy you and what quality of house, feel free to give me a call, Ryan Shields, at Century21Westman.com.